I'm gonna make you an offer you can't refuse. Hello, everybody. GamingGodfather here. Doom Eternal, Part 7. A little previously on GamingGodfather. I am Iron Man. Oh, wait, sorry. Wrong movie. Yeah, but very similar. Alright, so that's one of the Sentinel batteries, or not batteries, but the power sources that he needed to work his way through hell. Gonna shortcut through all these switches to get this door done. A little bit of my favorite platforming. Thankfully, there's not a lot of it in this cut. This one's clocking in at about 15 minutes, 26 seconds after adding all the opening and closing graphics. That was a nice little save right there, because that would have really ticked me off if I would have had to run around and platform my way back to that damn wall again. Get all the way to the top, and then just, oops, fall right the fuck back down. Okay, so here we go. Let's go hit these other switches. We're going to see what a firewall looks like in hell. Or fire door, I guess you could call it, which, you know, why that would be necessary in a place like hell, I don't know. But there you go. And these are pretty damn sturdy looking doors too, folks. I don't know what the hell is going on. Alright, so let's get inside this section of hell to continue on with our cavalcade of crap. Alright, so I added the sniping attachment, or the scope attachment. So we're going to play around with this a little bit and basically do what the game suggests, which is go after the strong point. So we got an arachnotron crawling around down there, and rocket guy roaming around over on the side. So why I wait so long after I've got this thing scoped as well as I do, I don't know, but we'll get it right about there. And still missed with the first shot. Alright, so we're not going to deal with anything else. It was just an example of showing, you know, to hit the strong points. Now he doesn't have his long-range weapon on top of his body that he can nail you with, so he's no longer a problem. This is a complete waste because using the scope is 6 rounds of ammo per shot. So I've got 1 shot left, technically, since I've got 10 rounds in this gun right now. So let's switch this thing up to a real weapon and go kick some ass. I do believe I have this one definitely on I'm Too Young to Die. I don't think I've got this even on Hurt Me Plenty. But look how fast that sumbitch is. That's not right. That is not right. Something of that size to be able to move that fast. Amazing. Alright, so we're going to stroll around, start collecting some ammo and maybe some ammo shards if they're laying around. Doubtful, though. Alright, let's start cleaning up. And work on the big boys again. Just need a can of Raid here. Alright, health is capped, but we have no armor. I still have not raised my health level at this point, so that definitely tells me that I'm playing on I'm Too Young to Die, because there's probably no way I'd survive otherwise. Beautiful move right there, because I was hurting. So now I've got some ammo. Get back in the fray. I don't handle this all that great. Switch to my shotgun. And that hit him on the forehead. In the mouth, in the mouth. Generally, you don't have to actually aim for that, but in this case, it looked like we had to. So this ends up being actually a pretty good hiding spot because the ledge below is lava, so they can't come through there either. You know, they're not invincible. so there's Arachnotron number 2. Let's go get Arachnotron number 3. So yes, the difficulty level is definitely increasing. And it's sometimes not a slow progression. Just one shot too many. That's the problem with playing it on I'm Too Young to Die. That was a great shot right there. My version of quick scoping. It's great they brought this one back. They brought back a lot of past enemies in these wonderful new 3D models that they're doing. These guys, the artists, and I harp on it a lot. You'll hear it a lot in a lot of my videos just because of the fact that, you know, what I'm doing right now is an art form as well. I'm going through and editing videos to what I feel they should be. Talking all my nonsense on top of that. So, yeah, when it comes down to art, I'm very impressed. I used to draw when I was younger. Never stuck with it. Don't know why. I had some disappointments where I actually had some artwork that I did in junior high school that was stolen. It was something that my mother was so proud of, she hung on the wall. It was a Minotaur that I had pencil sketched, traced over with India ink, and decided at that point that it was done. I didn't want to add any color to it. I thought it looked great as it was, and it did. The only thing I was embarrassed about was I could not complete it myself because for some reason I had a terrible time drawing hands. All right, so we learn a new skill. Now we can traverse even farther. So what is that telling you? That's telling you that the platforming is going to get to be even more of a bitch than it already is. Yay! Look at this, another battery. All right, so now we're going to go and extend a sword. It's interesting because I thought that these were monuments depicting epic battles from the past between the Doomslayers and the Demons of Hell, but it would appear these aren't monuments. These are still the actual beings that were in those battles. Why they're frozen the way that they are, I don't know. But when you wind up stabbing the entity that's sitting motionless and its guts spill out, that tells me that we are all real in every aspect of hell. They don't do any interior decorating, I guess. Even though I was punching wolf statues earlier. All right, so here's the long blade. Looks as if it was going to stab the enemy through the heart and never completed the task. Like everything just all of a sudden the tasks stopped. The battle was frozen in place. And we are now going to go plug a battery in to finish the task, because this will extend an energy beam, something similar to the energy sword from Halo. And that will also become our bridge in to the next section. So back to the artwork, which thanks to me turning around, peeking back at that immense mech. These guys are amazing. You got to think about the fact that we're talking frame for frame for frame. It has to be drawn. Now, I'm sure it's done digitally to a point when you get to a point, but these guys initially draw out storyboards to just map out what they're going to do. You know, you don't just start a video game, start writing, programming, voicing, acting, doing the whole thing all at one time. There are so many preparation steps that have to happen prior to that. And if you want to get a very good example of it, watch some of the making of videos of the Marvel films. They'll show, there's several of them that will show the process. You know, from the casting, storyboarding, the artwork, and these artwork being done in, you'll have several different artists doing the same thing, and then, all right, what's best? But these people are pros. They've been doing it for a long time. Now it's just, they get to show off because of the power of technology these days. They get to show off in ways that I don't even think they imagine. Now, these are things that they could draw on canvas and make it look spectacular, make it look photorealistic. And now they actually get to have the animations as well. Now, this is showing you right now how these guys aren't invincible. There you go. They will die from flame. But now I got to go into this damn purple goop, which means I no longer will have the ability to jump. And that's kind of frustrating as well. So platforming by slowing you down. So now it's all timing at this point. But look at all this. Look at the backgrounds. Look at the, I want to say floor, but ground. And then the reflections as the flames roll by. You'll see the flame reflecting out of the liquid that's floating across the surface. These are feats of technology that have been improving. You figure, okay, the original Doom, 1993. So they've been improving this since 1993. So we're getting on a full-on 20 years coming up just for this product, this IP. All right, so this is a stroll through the park at this point. What I'm doing is ignoring the weak. These are the ones that are blind and deaf anyway. We'll take care of our big guy, as usual. Horribly. All right, this will fill the health up. Collect a few items here. And move on. Oh, of course, after I waste a ton of ammo. See, it's interesting because you could pay attention more when you're editing and narrating a video. Because I've been through this video. This was actually an easy one. It was a combination of a few cuts. Actually, just two. And then went in all in this morning. Edited it out. I'm usually up somewhere around 4 or 5 a.m. I've probably been working on this since 4 o'clock in the morning. It's about 2 hours into it. I'm just about finishing up the narration. So this one was really simple. I tried to literally just go through it, scrub through it, and cut all the nonsense. Just all the stuff that's going to bore you to death. With keeping some stuff just for explanation on gameplay, which it's my gameplay, folks, not the way it should be played. So let's make sure that we make that perfectly clear. All right, so we're basically at this point, I'm just finishing up. Gonna get this thing wrapped up. This was part 7. I gotta start digging through some more videos today and see if I could find the stuff to put together a part 8. I got a feeling that's going to be a lot of pieces going in from what I've seen. This is not going to be complete unless I decide to go back and play and record some stuff that I had missed. You can tell I've done this before. This can't be my first play on this. Although it could actually be because of the fact that I've already learned about these boxes. So you see them, you run right to them and find it. This is our last battery, I believe. So we will move forward to place this on a shoulder cannon. That will rip open one more hole. And then I'm going to call it a day. So this would be a more powerful Iron Man weapon. Boy, the arc reactor would come in handy. Because these look like one-time use power cells here, folks. You're not getting anything else out of them. So, hey, Here we are one more time, finishing up number 7. A little lazier on this one, but hey, please subscribe if you would like to, and like it if you like. But the big thing is then if you could share, get as many people out there as possible. What I'd like to do is start monetizing in some way so I can get better equipment and keep this rolling. So hey, peace. Later, everybody.